What happens when our favorite underdog gets tangled up in a world of twisted fantasies and dark secrets? In this episode of The Boys Season 4, Episode 6, we dive deep into Hughie's latest, most bizarre undercover mission yet. Plus, we'll uncover the shocking actions of Billy Butcher and the emotional farewells on the streets of New York City. You won't believe the jaw-dropping twists and turns that unfold at Tek Knight's estate and beyond. But before we dive into the chaos, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest juicy updates and intriguing facts from your favorite TV shows. In The Boys Season 4, Episode 6, titled Dirty Business, Hughie finds himself in one of the most bizarre and dangerous situations yet. Fresh off the trauma of euthanizing his father after a disastrous compound V infusion, Hughie is plunged into yet another nightmare. The episode kicks off with Hughie going undercover at a Federalist Society gathering held in honor of Homelander at Tek Knight's Bruce Wayne-like estate. Disguised as the boys' soup informant, Webweaver, Hughie's mission is to uncover the sinister plans that Sister Sage and Tek have been hatching. As the evening progresses, Hughie aims to draw Tek away from the festivities to get him alone for interrogation. But things take a wild turn when Tek lures Hughie down to his notorious Tek Cave, a BDSM dungeon hidden beneath the estate. In a shocking twist, Hughie is thrust into a perilous situation involving Tek's S&M partner, Ashley Barrett. The intensity and weirdness of the moment leave Hughie, and us, questioning what will happen next. Meanwhile, Billy Butcher and Joe Kessler are holding Vought scientist Samir captive after immobilizing him by amputating one of his legs. Butcher orders Samir to create more of the virus that will infect and kill Homelander. Later, an ailing Butcher returns to the boys' headquarters, where he's once again visited by the specter of Becca, who asks Butcher why he cut off an innocent man's leg in another act of bloodlust. Becca also questions Butcher's motivation for killing Homelander, which she says will only result in another Homelander-like soup taking his place. Returning to see Samir, the scientist tells Butcher that the virus would kill all soups, including his allies Annie, Kimiko, and Becca's son Ryan. Butcher realizes he would be committing global genocide, but Joe pushes back. When Joe suddenly starts talking to the apparition of Becca, Butcher has a startling revelation related to his terminal illness. Kimiko tries to visit Frenchie in jail after he admitted to committing the murders of his boyfriend Colin's family years before, but Frenchie refuses visitors. Meanwhile, Firecracker steps in as the interim anchor of the Vought News Network after Cameron Coleman goes on sabbatical. Little does the public know, Coleman was executed by the Seven in Episode 5 for allegedly leaking video data from the Crime Analytics Division, exonerating 2 Starlighters charged with killing 3 home teamers. Freaking out over Coleman's execution, A-Train calls Mother's Milk and tells him about the Federalist Party gathering. Mother's Milk shares A-Train's intel about Homelander assembling an army of soups. Black Noir, too, feeling excluded from the gathering, complains to the Deep while downing a bottle of sake. In a tense moment, A-Train saves Mother's Milk from what seems to be a heart attack while trying to rescue Hughie from the Tek Cave. Dropping off Mother's Milk at the hospital, A-Train is touched by a young boy's admiration, feeling a rare sense of pride for using his powers for good. Kimiko and Annie heroically save Hughie from the Tek Cave and make Tek Knight pay both physically and monetarily by accessing his bank account to make multi-million-dollar donations to social justice organizations. Tek reveals that Homelander and Sister Sage have struck a deal with him to imprison their dissidents in his private prisons across the country. In a bizarre twist, Firecracker surprises Homelander by revealing she's been taking lactation pills and becomes his new wet nurse, providing him with a fresh supply of breast milk. This strategy aims to keep Homelander under control, similar to the late Madeline Stillwell. On a more somber note, Hughie and Daphne memorialize Hugh Sr. on the streets of New York City. Per Hugh Sr.'s wish, Hughie and Daphne spread his ashes during a walking tour of the filming location of the Jennifer Lopez movie Made in Manhattan. Joining them on the tour are Annie, Kimiko, and Mother's Milk. The episode is packed with intense moments and emotional farewells, making it one of the most memorable yet. Weirdness aside, The Boys Season 4, Episode 6, titled Dirty Business, displays great storytelling. Creator Eric Kripke infuses politics back into the show in a way that works within the context of the story without feeling preachy. Kripke satirizes right-wing conspiracy theories during Firecracker's VNN appearance, using the Federalist Society gathering to have Sister Sage convince powerful politicians to commit high treason. This plot point drives the Season 4 storyline forward, showing Kripke's knack for weaving political commentary into the narrative. In another politically charged scene, Senator Calhoun explains to Victoria Newman why he backs a nationwide abortion ban, leading to a fantasy sequence where Victoria's head explodes. This moment convinces Victoria to go along with Sister Sage's plan for a government coup, adding depth to the political intrigue. While Episode 5 brought back excessive gore in a humorous way, Episode 6 amps up the bizarre sexual perversion with Tek Knight's BDSM dungeon, making it even more revolting than the cringe-worthy scenes from earlier in the season. Adding to the oddity is the return of Homelander's obsession with breast milk, one of the most bizarre ongoing storylines of the series. Despite the uneven tone, Episode 6 offers interesting takeaways that raise the stakes as Season 4 drives toward its conclusion. Kripke's storytelling shines with the Billy Butcher Joe Kessler twist and the reveal of Homelander's plans to install Victoria Newman as president. Don't forget to like, comment, and share if you enjoyed the video. And remember, hit that subscribe button for more intriguing facts and detailed updates from The Boys and other amazing shows. Stay tuned and keep exploring the wild world of TV with us.